Hello. Going on week 4. Haven't made a video in a while. I'm gonna try and do what my mama does. I don't know if any of you've been on my Facebook page, but I've been I've just been kind of hiding out and stuff. So we're what? Huh? Sorry, excuse me. What?
I was talking to Carla.
Oh, sorry guys.
What'd you need? I'll put it back on spray.
Oh,
I
okay.
always end up coming in.
Okay, we were having shower situations here. See, I went and got myself. No, I'm making a video blog.
Ah, okay.
So
Sorry about that.
I'm gonna go in my room. Oh goodness, are you alright?
I'm one here.
Oh. Oh, I'm gonna have a bruise on the top of my foot. I was sitting there trying to do a new do for my hair, so I'm gonna be sleeping on some curlers like my mama did when she was younger. But they're the soft ones, and they're on top of my head, so I ain't gonna be rolling over on something. So yeah. Well, I've been trying some new things, and some things have just kind of made my stomach a little bit of a tornado girl. Well, they were things that I probably shouldn't have even tried. We were having like breakfast for dinner and stuff. It's just a couple of times that we've had breakfast for dinner. And we've, there was this tiny little piece of sausage, just tiny. And I took a couple small bites, just real tiny bites, chewed it up good, pressed the fat off of it and stuff so that I wouldn't get a whole lot of fat. But, maybe I might try turkey bacon. Let's see. I don't know. So, faking bacon. Yeah, I was also not making videos because after the surgery, one of my couldn't get one of my other things, or one of my other things in it. It closed shut. My piercer's like, you heal too fast. We were able to get the rest of them in, but she says, you heal too fast. She says that one's a booger. So, but yeah, I know my mom's probably displeased, but que sera. Yeah, just a few things, like some of the bacon, sausage, and I looked at my diet thing. It says no ham, no pork. But it smelled so good, and I was like, tiny bite, and that tiny bite just threw me over the edge. I didn't throw up. Did not throw up. Found out that beef and pork are going to be my enemies right now. So, like a lot of my friends and my doctor said, just take it slow. If anything new, just take a little bite of it and see if it does all right. I just had some cucumber without the seeds. Funny thing is my friend, she was taking the seeds. I wanted cucumber, and she knows I can't have seeds. So, told her what to do, because I was a little busy, and I told her I wanted just a third of the cucumber, and told her to cut it in half and just scrape the seeds out. Instead, she cut it in thirds and dug them out. So, she had used a paring knife and took the skin off of it. And I was sitting there eating a little bit of my cottage cheese, which goes down pretty easy. The other thing I've been having is some bathroom issues. It's like, going from 2 to 4 days without having a healthy, putting it nicely. So been under my doctor's supervision on that one and stuff, and yay, today I've had a healthy, so we're good on that, and just keep having healthies. So I guess it's just making up for lost time. So expect that when you get the surgery, that your healthies are going to start getting mixed up, especially when you're taking pain medicines. So just try and wean yourself off of these pain meds when you get them. I mean, you're going to have them for pain from surgery at first, but afterwards you're going to need to wean yourself off of them because you can't get dependent upon them. And also the laxatives that they give you, you're going to have to wean yourself off of them. So that way your body does not become dependent upon you needing laxatives unless you have to have them. If you haven't pooped in 3 days, then by all means, yes, have the laxatives. It's it's a little bit rough, there's sometimes that I do want to eat in my bedroom where I'm like, oh gosh, they're eating McDonald's and the fries smell yummy. And it's like, oh, really? Do you guys have to? It's like, well, you know what? They have the freedom to eat what they want. And in total, I have my doctor says, well, you've lost over 50 pounds. It's like you've lost like one of my children, my smaller children. They're like little kids, and here they are in these little football outfits with they're like tackle football outfits. They're like in Pee-wee in Pee-wee football. I remember my brother in Pee-wee football, but he was a big boy. But they're like around about 50 pounds. So I've lost a Pee-wee football player. So yeah, and my friend, I got taken bra shopping and stuff. So which was an experience. I've lost weight in a lot of areas, in my tummy and my legs and my buttocks. And you can see it in my face and in my chin, even though sometimes I'll go like this and you'll be like, it's like there's the chin again. Ursula myself. Yeah. But yeah, that's gonna happen. But I hadn't been fitted in a long time. And at this one place where I usually go and get my clothes, because I'm still in the 200s, in the 200-pound area, so I still need to wear plus size clothing still, but I'm in smaller clothing. But I hadn't been sized for a proper bra. So, I got measured properly and everything, and when she measured me, I just kind of was like, because my underneath my bust, she measured me, she said 42. I'm like, okay, well, all right, that's fine. 42 is okay. That's the way it should be. That's fine. It's not a 44. So, and then she goes to the boob area, and she says, okay. She says, triple D. I think my eyes got bigger than saucers. I what? I said, I know I'm a D. I was a D. Never had any problems. I said, well, she says, let me get you a few bras. She says, and we'll have a look. She says, what do you want? I said, I want support. I said, because I don't want them falling down, so, I don't need them falling down while I'm losing weight. So she went and got some, and lo and behold, and to my wondrous surprise, sound like I'm telling a Christmas story. That I'm they fit. And I was like, what? Have I been like just underestimating myself or what? Just it's just been really? Am I not just not losing there or something? Have they been like this all this time and I just never realized it? Because I always thought that I had like, average, normal, you know, because I have a friend of mine, I won't mention her name, but, she always wears two bras, because she fills out and she doesn't want, she doesn't want the bounce going on. So, she, and I, now it's like, okay, now I'm like, I can't, I just, I'm still not believing it. But at any rate, enough with the bra talk. But as far as my insides are concerned, it's like I was there jumping up and down, going, "Come on, this stuff needs to come out." I'm sitting here doing Miralax, laxative, taking Miralax, Ducalax, Colace. It's like I was feeling like, Brittany Murphy in that movie, Girl Interrupted. I want my fucking Colace. I'm sitting here having Colace. And it's like, when is this coming out? It's like, when is this coming out? It's like my scale is just staying at the same. It's like it's at a plateau. It's like I'm eating and I'm at the same weight, but it's not coming out. But then finally, up from the heavens above, the angels came and split open the clouds and said, "Ah!" Finally. So, I don't want this to be an every 5-day thing. But yeah, expect it. For those of you out there that are contemplating getting the surgery done, expect it. It's something that will happen, and you need to keep in touch with your doctor, your bariatric doctor, about it. If you're having problems, if you're having bathroom problems, because you're supposed to be drinking three 32-ounce or 3 to 32-ounce cups of water or fluid a day. As much fluid as you can. So, those 32-ounce things of McDonald's soda that you used to get, you need to have 3 of those of water. Powerade, water, Life Water. They have vitamins in those too. So those things are needed. Extra vitamins, vitamin supplements, calcium chews. My doctor recommends bariatric the bariatric chews. But most of them would like you to have calcium citrate. You can get that over the counter and crush them, I think. I'm not quite sure. Don't quote me on that, but I know there is calcium citrate out there in pills. I'm not sure if they're dissolvable or if they're time released. So you might have to check before you do that. So they do have a bariatric advantage if you can afford them. They are chewable and they have different flavors and they're really good, and there are sample packs of them and they're really good, but they are costly. There's the calcium okay, let me see if I can find the other box. This is not the one that the calcium chews I've got from Meijer. are not the ones that he wants me to take, but I bought them and I'm chewing them anyway, just because I got them, and they do have sugar in them. They have corn syrup in them, but they do not. Yeah, they have corn syrup and confectioner's sugar, but the thing is there's only 2 sugars in them, so they're not going to hurt me. You can have up to 60 sugars a day, and fruit sugar is all right for you, but anything processed sugar you can only take so much of, about 60 grams. The count for calcium chews, for those of you that had the gastric bypass, my doctor says that you should have 2,000 milligrams of calcium chews a day. So that's 4 of these. That's 4 chewies. It's almost just like having candy. You can have 4 pieces of candy a day. Now, for those of you that have small children around you, just to be sure, this is not to say that medicine is candy. Medicine is not candy. So keep them out of reach of children. They try and make them taste good for us so that we're not having to sit there and suffer through having to, Now, I take Carafate, and Carafate dissolves really well with Powerade, and it really helps, because I do get acid reflux, and I've had reflux for a long time, and I've been told that I should still take it and Prilosec, but not ranitidine. Ranitidine they want me to stay off of. And since I've been on this, actually, I have been taken off of a lot of pills. It has been just wonderful. I don't have to sit here and get all these pills and count them. I've got here's 5, from going from 7 or 8 pills in the morning to 7 or 8 pills at night. I've gone from that to maybe having or 10 pills in the morning and 7 pills at night, to 4 or 5 pills in the morning to 4 or 5 pills at night, and maybe some chewable stuff. And it's been nice. But yeah, but this is supposed to be calcium carbonate. Now, calcium citrate is supposed to be good. It's supposed to help. Well, the calcium they want you want to take because you don't want to lose bone mass. But calcium citrate is supposed to help with keeping the calcium in the bones. But the citrate, but vitamin D, if you're because I also take vitamin D, and I take that once, and that's at night. The vitamin D is supposed to help keep the calcium in the bones as well, which I kind of question that. But as far as keeping, for bone health, as far as that's concerned, the calcium citrate, I think, was supposed to be easier on the stomach. But I also take stomach pills, so it doesn't really necessarily make it all that bad. And I haven't had any problems digesting it, to be quite honest. And for any of you that really are craving sweets and wanting chocolates, yeah, you can. I have had a couple of the sugar-free chocolates, and like cherry drops or whatever. They've got the hard candies. You can have those, but you've got to be wary of those things, because those have a lot of fat. Maybe not the cherry drops so much, the hard candies, but like the Russell Stovers, the Hershey's. Um, you got to look at the fat content on them, and the fat is what will make the dumping syndrome happen too. You got to know that that also has like maltitol in it. It's got and it will cause you to have watery stool, and can have diarrhea or dumping syndrome. Um, but but other than that, I've been kind of sticking with my yogurt and my cottage cheese, and cottage cheese, yogurt. I'll deal with having a little bit of chicken, and I've gotten some breast tenderloins, to see if I can, cook up a little bit of that, and have some of that, with a little salt and pepper, a little garlic, um, maybe some lemon, and pepper, and see how that digests down. I might put it through a process, cut it up a little bit in little bitty pieces or something like that, and you know, and bake it and put it through, cut it through little bitty pieces and stuff, so that way I can and have and um puree some vegetables, and things like that, some legumes and such, so that I can have meals with the people that I live with, um, so that I can quite possibly, um, eat with them, instead of being like, here's my cottage cheese. But, I've been having people saying, you're doing a good job, you're doing a great job, and I've had even people say, come back and see me in 2 weeks. I want to see I want to see what you look like, you know. So it's like, wow, people want to see what I look like. Okay. So it's like, here I am, see me. So, yeah, I'm I am doing all right. I've got things on my plate to do that I need to do. I've got, oh goodness, school's coming up. I got to figure out what to do about school. Whether I want to take off another semester, or if I want to go back for a semester. Um, just just all sorts of stuff. I need to try and find a job too. Maybe something part time. I want to try and ease my way back and going into working. I've had some feelers out for jobs and stuff. Um, even somebody that wants to wants me to come into their home or something like that, that wants me to just make breakfast for them and make sure that they've, even go get groceries for them or something like that. Just something small. Make sure they get their mail and groceries or something like that. Um, just something to do. Um, just be a pertinent part of society, which I feel like I just haven't been. And uh, there's some other things I want to do with my life as well. But yeah, for people that want to get the surgery done, if you have any questions, ask me. Um, I'm just leave comments or something, like I say, no harsh comments, that this is a cop out. This is not a cop out. Even with anybody that has insurance that will pay for this, it's not a cop out. You still have to lose weight in order to get the surgery. You still have to work in order to get this procedure done. I had to work out. I had to go and see specialists. Had to see a dietitian. I had to go all to all sorts of places. This was not a cop out whatsoever. And I wanted to get it done when it first came out. Now, I was in my 20s when it came out. I'm 47. And I wanted to get it done when it first came out, but then again, I thought, even with the LASIK surgery, I wanted to get that done too, but I was like, no, I'm better wait until that gets perfected before I do anything like that, because that's just kind of like, don't, you want to, because then, because most of my friends are like, my aunt had that done years ago, and she's just been sick, and she can't do anything except for, eat, she can't, anything she eats, if she eats certain things, she'll throw it up, but that was before they perfected it. They've perfected it more now. So more surgeons have had it under their belt, and they're doing, most people are doing fine now. If you go by the instructions and if you go by what they tell you, you'll do fine. So you just need to watch and make sure that you just do what they tell you. And like I said, just trying to find a job, pray. I'm just praying that I get a job and I can, integral part of society. And like I say, I hope I can and then I'll try and make some more videos. Like I say, I don't know, just went to get new bras. I saw this new nightie, I wanted to have it, and then somebody was with me was like, oh, I wanted that. Too bad I saw it first. So anyhow, stay strong and stay healthy, and I say it's not a, I know surgery is not for everyone. Even if it isn't for you, or you're not a good candidate for it, just still keep fighting and keep doing what you're doing, and eat healthy and exercise. In a few more weeks, I'm going to be able to go back to the gym. Can't wait. So I will keep you posted on that. So until then, good luck. Keep going. Don't give up.